Hey guys, welcome back to Vine and Ruby Reacts, and this is Love After Lockup Recap, episode 37.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, guys, let's just jump right on in it. We're gonna start off with Julian and Christine. She gotta check in parole, y'all. She gotta go check in. She trying to stay out of jail this time, so she heads over there, but parole, they not there. What is that? Nobody's probation officer seemed to be there at the time that they scheduled them to be there. They don't have to be there, but you better be there. So anyway, she get a little letter, a note, and she got something to vouch that she stopped in. So they leave. They supposed to go eat, but I don't ever see them eat. They walking around. They talking about what's life gonna be like, or is she gonna be able to go back and forth and see her boys? What if she don't get granted access to see them? She wish she had a court date already, but they don't even have money for a lawyer. And Julian's explaining to her that he's been scraping up money wherever he can get it. He's paying for a lawyer back in Ohio and in some other state for two different custody cases with her children. One with her mom, and I guess the dad has the other one. So he's paying for family attorney lawyers for those things as well. Bills need to be paid. And he think that two incomes will make things easier. It don't have to be big. It could be small, but as long as something coming in. She said, you know how hard it is, to get a job as a felon. He's like, look, we gotta do something. What could we do? And she's just not really focused on money right now. She don't care. She feels like something ain't right with Julian. He's hiding something because the way he lived with his last wife, they lived extravagantly. They went all over the country. They took trips. They live in some of the most prestigious neighborhoods. So she don't want to hear none of that shit about what they can't afford. She think he lying and hiding something.
Children in private school.
Yeah, suburban life. You think he hiding something?
He might be, but maybe he lost it all. I mean, you could have it like that and then lose it all. Who knows?
I mean, he has, that's true, but it seems like he don't have full custody, right?
Right.
Or they have some type of split custody. When you have split custody, from my understanding, you don't pay child support. But I don't know, it don't look like that. It don't look like he have a say, even if she gets to meet the children.
Right.
So, of course, she got to speak to his ex-wife first, because you have to agree who you're going to bring around the children. But I don't know. Christine need to realize it's time to go to work. I guess get on board. I do get what she's saying. But nowadays, you get out of jail, you got like a skill set. You know how to do something. You could just jump right online and start getting on Etsy, Facebook. You could use all the things you know how to do and start making something.
Right.
But she said he promised to take care of her, so she don't want to hear all that. What is this now? And I do get what people are saying. Don't sell me on one thing. I select you as a candidate, and now I gotta hear some stuff.
Right.
When I could have went with the other person or my other prospects. Yeah.
Right.
Playing with people.
At the same time, she has children with her mom and one of the baby's dads. She should get a job, support herself, get stable, and not solely depend on this guy because look, it's going wrong for her. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Start making other decisions and maybe a job, for stability. That's a start for her because if somebody walks out on her, that's what she's going to have to do anyway, to get her children back and everything in a stable environment.
Right, she should be assisting herself. Like if he gonna help drive her around and take her to places, she is weary and suspicious as she is about him and his character. It should make her want to get a job. So then when he leave, or if he leave, or he's shady,
yes,
you're not in a bind or predicament. You can still get to your probation and parole visits. You can still manage maybe seeing the children are the ones you can see, or saving up for your own situation.
Right.
But this is full on just banging on him.
Yeah.
All while distrusting him.
Yeah. And on paper for her, it would look good for her that she
had a job. Because she's not married to him, right? No. It's like basically your boyfriend's paying for it. But what are you doing?
Right.
Yeah, they don't look good. It don't look like you willing to do what it takes. The court don't see this as a stable situation unless they married.
Right.
Letitia and Keith, we're just gonna get on with them because they don't have a storyline to me. I truly believe she knew he couldn't get out. They made up a lie to production, and now it's really hard to kind of like get another episode going out of them as to where this is gonna go. This can't be part 2 or season 2 of this. This has to be, they just decided to split it. What, they gave us 6-7 episodes last time. They probably decided to split it and call it that. Because there's no way they brought her back to do the same stuff. Did she really come out of the attorney's office, or did she just walk past around the building and made it and just had him call her precisely when production was there?
Right.
Like, come on. She goes there. She says the attorney Arthur tells her, don't do any more business with the paralegal. He's not a lawyer. He shouldn't be advising them. Don't give him any more money. It's basically a scam. Basically, tell Arthur to expect to ride out his 8 months or the rest of his sentence. There's no signs or no nothing of him getting out, and if anything changed, we'll let you know. Like, they didn't know that.
Yeah.
So now what's she gonna do with her storyline?
She don't have one.
She sure don't. Then Keith's aunt come over and say, hey, Letitia, I don't mean to be in the bearer of bad news, but the homeowners haven't been paying the mortgage. So now it's going into foreclosure and they selling it. So you got to get out.
In a month.
Now, how she know more about her house where she stay at than her?
Right.
This sound crazy. Oh, y'all done with lying. Y'all got nothing else for the story. You can't afford to film no more at this Airbnb, so you got to get out of here.
Shut production
and this how you make it look like you ain't balling. See, I try to tell people how people stage stuff up to make it look like they got it all, and they lose money trying to make it look good. I get it. You want, when people come into the house, for it to look good. You got your stuff going. It's laid out. Come on, girl. Some people rent an Airbnb. They film there for the 2 months or the month, and then they pack up and head out. And they back living like regular apartment or something like the rest of the world.
Yeah. Yep.
They even rent, they get their little Turo or whatever they got, their little ride app that they can rent the vehicle. Come on, man. What you think about this story? She concerned now. She don't know. They don't know what to tell the family. They don't know how to break the news to the family, and even her daughter.
I mean, maybe that'll be the next upcoming videos, just people's reaction to him not coming out and having to ride out his time. Is that what's going to be her little storyline? No, because I don't think nobody shot. Last season, we always like, this don't sound right. I mean, you go telling everybody as if you had an actual factual on doc paper in the front of you to prove it. You never once decided to call, verify, validate anything. Like, did Keith get a letter in jail? In prison? Did you get a letter? Did your attorney? Did anyone down at the sentencing speak to you about a different release date? You the wife, he's paroling there. His parole officer, who he gonna parole to when he get out? He's the main one who would know anything. So why was there so much avoidance in talking to him? Right. Hey, this is gonna be your parole officer when you get out. So let me be speaking to him in advance, because he had to already approve you to parole here. So why don't I just talk to him about your release date and all that? You didn't even need. All of this was made up. She ain't got no storyline. Nope. Next, Bianca and Daniel. Y'all ready? We going down the yellow brick road. Let's get through this. Now, Bianca, she getting into her apartment. It's laid out. It's looking good, right? Nice. When you say it's decked up, it's straight. What she paid for it for 4 months, right? All right. But she miss all her friends. She lonely. When you walk outside, you sweat your crack off. She can't take it. The only thing saving her, she say, Daniel, get out tomorrow. But she's scared to go meet his parents. She nervous. She don't know what to expect, especially considering what the dad asked her about her mental ability. That's all she concerned about. So anyway, she meet them up at a bar for drinks. She's offering them drinks. The mom said, nah. She sees herself in Bianca when she was younger, but
Bianca really basically don't have a clue about what's going on when it comes to addiction. She don't want to drink because her husband is a recovering alcoholic. She lost her son to fentanyl 2 years ago. And she also been in other relationships where she lost people through addiction. She's asking Bianca, you gonna drink around Daniel? And she said, yeah, I told him I'm gonna be drinking wine and things like that. I don't want to stop drinking. And his mom is like, what? That's gonna trigger him. If he has one drink, he's back to being on substances. He's stealing again. She's like, what? She's like, yeah, I see this all the time. That's what they do. That's what addiction does. You get one, whatever it is you do, and you back thinking, oh, this is okay. That's okay. Mm-hmm. But the girl don't care at all. She's thinking about her.
She thinks she understands.
She said, I understand addiction. They think I don't. I understand.
No, ma'am.
I don't know what to say about Bianca. I just think she young. You know, she can't be serious. The dad does apologize. Daniel's dad does apologize to Bianca about his behavior. Yeah. And did they hug?
No.
Well, but he apologized from his heart. I don't think it needs to be made that big of a deal, but I'm not mad at her for checking and addressing it. But now that I see the family, they don't look so cooped out as they appeared to be on the last video. Right. But like I said, it could have been age. That was the first thing I said. They could have just been at home kicking it. But I mean, this girl, I don't know. They don't think the mom like her. She wanted to work out. But she's like, man, not this drinking.
No, she's young. You know, she's young.
We're gonna see with them, y'all. Yeah. Next, True and Shonta. So True said he want his girl back, and he always wanted twins. So he going to drive 5 hours away to see her. He going to pick up some eggs and some breakfast, and he at the store grabbing what he need, but he don't know like which eggs to get. So he's getting this lady in the store to help him. When he get to the self-checkout, he don't even know what he's doing, and he's getting another lady to help him. So he said, I thank you forever. So he leaves, but it looked interesting that he hadn't been to the grocery store since he been out to try to use it and stick money in the machine and play with it. He's still institutionalized.
Yeah, and maybe not on his own. Maybe the last few times he went since he's been out, he's been going with other people and they've been kind of checking out and he's just there, you know.
Is he scared or something?
Maybe so. So he lets them
do crazy. They gotta be fun to do.
This time here, you know, he has to do it on his own. You know, he's doing this for his girl. He need to get his girl back, you know. He want to do this for her, you know, cook a little omelet, you know. So now I got to do it. I got to face it. I never did this before. Cute.
He took up culinary arts when he was in prison, and they called him Chef Extra. What that mean? He gave him extra food on the top?
Yeah, he's like always a little
give him a little X. Little X. Do a little X on top of that. A little speck. A little dab. A little X. He's made a lot of money gambling and hustling, but he's not disclosing to production how much he have, which I don't blame him. You don't need the heat. So he got all his groceries. He drives up there to see Shonta. He knocks on the door and he say, "What up, boo?" Now she answered the door all smiling and cheesing, hair laid. She got her hair did in this one, y'all. It's laid. She need to leave it like that and keep the braids out.
Yes.
You don't do it justice. Now I know you can't rock this style all the time, but maybe some manageable and straight and short, but it suited her.
Yes, I liked it.
She came correct on this episode. Dang, all right, she busted out on them.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't break the season up into 2 episodes because they had to like watch the season where they dragged her about her hair and then she came back correct.
Laid.
Yeah, I think she did that. She was dressed good. She was ready. You saw her belly?
Yeah.
He took a peek at it too.
To me, it looked like that's the first thing he looked at whenever she let him in. That he said.
I didn't catch that. Yeah. I caught it when he was in the house.
Yeah. I know I would have. That would have been the first thing. I want to check on my babies, you know, see how they growing.
Right.
You know.
So he gives her flowers, apologizes to her, and tell her he's ready for the cook-off that he been meaning to do since he been out. So she directs him to the kitchen, and they get in there, and he's getting it all ready. And she asks him, is he back to use her? And he said, you know, I never Used you? I'm on now. Why would I use you? So she said, so you was using me before? And he said, no, but I don't need you to send me money. I'm all right. He explained to her that he's there because he want to be in his children's life, and he regret leaving her because he was fresh out of jail and it was just all new to him. She asked, was he talking to another girl? He told her, yeah. And she asked what happened with that, and he said he realized he wanted to be with her. She got mad that he was talking to other girls because when she was not with him, she wasn't speaking to anybody else. So she went on the sofa and played Do You Love Me Not with some roses. Production had to ask her to do that. They had to.
I hope so. Because if not, something is wrong.
They about to make fun of you for that, girl.
Oh my, yes. Watch.
That's some movie
this.
production.
I hope they did. Like, girl.
Is it fair for a woman to say, I wasn't talking to anybody when she was pregnant? It's like, of course you wasn't. It would be the most disgustingest thing you could be doing right now.
Yeah.
You know, to me, because you got a newborn. I mean, you have a baby in your womb from some other energy.
Yes.
It's not over yet. You still in love with him, and you just shouldn't even be.
Right.
You should just be focusing and healing and slowing down.
When she said that, like, she was making a point, or I don't know what she was meaning to come across, her saying this, but I was thinking the same thing. Like, girl, after y'all broke up, you've been found out you was pregnant. So why would you even be in another person's face?
Yeah, you don't get a pass.
You know,
with that.
No.
Because you might have been trying to get him jealous if you wasn't.
Yeah.
So anyways, after professing all his love, she tells him he could sleep on the sofa tonight, but not in her bed. Really? And she over there looking at him, feeling herself.
Yes. Happy.
True, like, yeah, all right.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna let you say that, but you gonna let me slide in.
Yo, they actually do go. I mean, they look nice together. It seemed like it could work.
Yeah.
From the outside looking in.
Yeah. I mean,
he don't seem like a dirtbag all the way.
No. And he immediately like, oh, what? You pregnant? Oh man, my twins? I'm on the way. I don't care what you say. I'm on the way. No, don't come. I'm coming. I'm on the way.
Ready or not?
Yeah.
He said
happy,
he always wanted twins.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I believe him, so far he's being genuine about decisions that he is making towards him and his relationship and his family that he got growing. So,
honestly, to me, it's like the best package you can get out to do. They didn't do things in a way where you would want them to do it, but it's like, hey, you wasted a lot of your life in prison. You get out, you can start a family, you focus on that, you let that be your focus. And some people need that, you know. Hey, I know I have children on the way. I know I have a girl back at home. I need to prepare for us to move into a better place or get married or whatever they're going to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, she shouldn't be like too mad at him, for too much longer. I hope, she needs to be more understanding and have a little bit more patience with him, because he was in there, at a very young age and he's just getting out. Let him get a taste, don't let him get a taste after y'all married,
Right.
I mean, y'all don't want problems in your marriage like that.
Right.
So let him get it out of his system. He needs to go and, sniff around some other stuff. Like, let him do what he got to do. He's going to come back home.
Yeah, it's only fair to be understanding.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Zeruiah and Troy. This was a hot mess. It was crazy. I think it was her. Let's get into it. Troy goes and asks his mom how she feeling today. And she's like, I wish y'all quit asking me that. Now get out of my face. Get. Shit. Asking me, I probably feel better than y'all. Somebody probably feel better than y'all. So he leave. He like, whatever, I ain't arguing with mama. Now they preparing to go to Buffalo, New York to go meet Troy's daughter, who he ain't seen since she was 7 months old, and now she's 7. But Zeruiah cutting up, acting crazy, bringing up stuff like you were speaking to her on the phone, being cordial with her, being nice. I don't like it. I don't want to go. So she doing all kinds of stuff. Troy's like, look, I'm not having no dealings with the girl. I just want to go see my daughter. She's like, you could get the F out. And the mama said, you can't throw him out of the house. This your house. And she was like, his name ain't on the lease. He could leave, and I could get with somebody who could really do something for me.
Yeah.
And the mom's like, man, girl, calm down. What is wrong with you? What is this about? So baby mom calls, and she's trying to find out if she's seen Troy, because Troy took off mad walking. He done gone 6 miles walking, production following him. Mm-hmm. He said, man, he ain't got to take this. He didn't need to be here. He chose to be here because he loved her. He got an ankle monitor on. He ain't even doing nothing. He just trying to see his daughter.
Right.
Production said, why don't you explain that to Zeruiah? He said, man, I did. Y'all see how she act? Mm-hmm. The mom on her son's side, but Zeruiah's like, don't be taking up for him and making it seem like I don't want him to see his daughter. You know what? Let me go find him. Let's leave, because I don't want nobody thinking that I'm trying to block you. And she is. Mm-hmm. It seemed like he's trying to have peace with the baby mama like you should, so he could see the daughter. His wife is just jealous and upset about it, worried and concerned, and taking her insecurities out on him, and he hadn't even done nothing. Mm-hmm. And staging fights so she don't gotta go. That's what I get.
Yes.
This ain't gonna work out. I think, you know what? If you parole to some lady's house when you get out, even if it's just a girl, mm-hmm. if you parole, like in his situation, I walk through how bad this could be. You was granted parole over there. You married her. You never dealt with her on the outside. She has this attitude like y'all just saw. It's nasty, and she's talking to a man. He had to walk off. I know he wanted to clock her. I know he was in I'm a spaz out state. Good thing he left. Now, he's on parole to this house. He never lived with this lady before, and he's witnessing her madness and how she reacts. Mm-hmm. If he got an ankle monitor on, if he say, I'm not going back over there, he gets picked up and brought back to jail because he's not where he's supposed to be.
Right.
She knows that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That could be dangerous.
Yep.
Number 2, what if you want out and you don't want to be with her no more? Now where you going to go? You have to get permission from your probation officer, parole officer, to let you. What if he say, my baby mama stay in Buffalo, New York. She said I could come stay there. Look, I don't know that address. Mm-hmm. I got to get familiar with her. I'm going to say no. My mama stayed somewhere. I'm going to say no. I want you to a halfway house. Yep. So you might put up with this crazy person until you could get off the situation, which could be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, then get out. That could be hell. Right. That's like Angela and Michael, but worse. You can't leave. You're on an ankle monitor.
That's not going to work. He
needs to go talk to his probation officer, tell him the situation, tell him he could monitor, he could hear it, you'll record it, you could look like a snitch, you got to get out of this. It's not a snitch. This crazy. Right. Because I wouldn't want to divorce her right now. The way she talking to me, he looked like he was done.
Yeah.
But what do you do for that?
I don't know how you can talk to your mate like that.
How do you get out of that?
In front of his mama. After having him sleep on the sofa. While your mama is visiting y'all.
She talked to him some kind of nasty, boy. It's crazy.
Ooh. She's a nasty girl.
But what do you do when you're in a situation like that as him? They have people that's in situations like that. They can't always get out of it. It's crazy. Next, Hope and Arthur. Arthur gets up and he want to make breakfast for Hope. And Hope reminds him how she prepared a meal and cooked for nothing. He apologizes and say he got caught up with his mom. She said, I don't care if you was with Jesus. You need to be worrying about doing things with your girlfriend and not hanging with your mom. Mm-hmm. So she planned a date for them to go fabric shopping. Mm-hmm. What's wrong with him hanging with his mom for them few days
that she was going to be there because she was leaving to go back to Nevada?
That's a sign that something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. That's all I'm going to say. So they fabric shopping, and Hope's sister called her, and Arthur begins to walk over to speak to Hope about something. And she's like, shh. And he said she shushed him like he was a little boy. And he a grown-ass man. Now, who was that you was talking to? And she said, that was my sister. And he said, she don't know about me, zip, zap, nothing. And she's like, look, I didn't want to create no negativity. I didn't want anything to go down. Basically, she ain't told him about him because they're judgmental.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what other secrets she hiding? Is it other men? So her family don't even know about him, but she claimed to be crazy serious about him.
Yeah.
But his family know about her.
Yeah.
He's accepting too much. He walked right into this jail situation that he in now.
Mm-hmm.
Back at the crib, and they sitting on the floor, and he find a picture under the sofa, right? Or whatever it was between, whatever it was at.
Yeah.
Now, you want to speak about the picture?
The picture. Her and another guy.
That's who it was? It wasn't his picture from his mail in jail.
I don't think so.
It was her and some other. She didn't clean out.
Right. Right.
I feel like she torturing him and want him to see it.
Maybe so.
You positive that's what it was? Her and another dude.
Yeah, it was her. He said it. You and another dude. You know, it's like, I'm sorry. You know, if you want me to throw it out? Like, okay, so you don't want to get rid of it? You asking me, do you want me to get rid of it? You should want to get rid of it. It should pass. You know, he was like, no. But come on. That would bother anybody.
I think she knew it was in there. And she probably was the one say, let's go look at photos. And then want to see him. Basically, he couldn't handle it. Mm-hmm. He stormed out. He tried to act not bothered, but she kept trying to push him to talk and express to him that how she got to him. And he knew it, and he wasn't trying to give that to her because he's been in prison. He got PTSD. He learned how to guard himself because people like to play with your emotions once they know what's bothering you. And I agree with him with that. So you got to be careful who you open up because some people just want to hurt you and tinker with what they know hurt you.
Yeah.
He stormed out, production go behind him. And basically he said the production and some of the people around started to look like demons. I don't believe that. I think he wanted attention. And this was the act. I'm not trying to discredit mental illness, but I do think he had a mental breakdown and anxiety. But I don't think he saw demons. I think she kept asking him. Hope kept asking him, talk to me, tell me what's wrong. They get his mama on the phone. She asked him, is he having anxiety about being out in the world? And he's telling her, yeah. He telling them he loved them, but then he's just breaking down, crying, cussing. Production shuts it down and offers him mental help. So he was triggered by Hope's. Didn't she let the guy find the tape last time? I told y'all, man, she's messing with him. And now he in jail.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm. Do you believe him about his situation that happened in jail that he said he saw?
Yeah, he did speak of someone get deleted while he was incarcerated, and it took a toll on him. He said he saw the soul leave the body. But I had the experience with our dog. He was triggered. Hope is just careless around him, dangerous, and he shouldn't be there. He should have went home to his mama. Looking at this now. But maybe that's his fate.
Yeah.
Guys, let us know what you think down in the comments. This is Von and Ruby Reacts, y'all.
Yes.
We just getting into this love and lockup. I want to see True and Shonta make it. I think Troy deserves better. Mm-hmm. Julie and Christine, they're going to work it out if Christine gets a job. She has to.
Yeah.
That's my take so far.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. We out.
Peace.